Hi gang, I'm out here today with my James River Armory replica 1903A4 Springfield rifle on an unseasonably warm but very wet and dreary day here in Ohio. The reason I'm here is to test some ammunition that I just loaded up. I bought this rifle and I've had it for about a year, and I use it for vintage sniper competition. I shot it for the first time in a major match last year up at Camp Perry at the national matches, where the civilian marksmanship program had their second ever vintage sniper rifle match. I went up there with my partner, I shot this rifle, and I was very happy with it, and I was happy with everything except for my shooting that day, which was not quite where I like it to be. But in any case, this time of year, January, February time, is where I like to load up my match ammunition for the following rifle season. It gives me something to do in the cold months of the winter. The problem is, the other day I went to the store and I was buying my components to load up my match 30-06 ammunition, and unfortunately the powder that I normally use was not there. It was all sold out. I'm running into some of the problems that everybody across the country is with finding my components right now during the buying frenzy that's going on. And even things like components for the 30-06, 300 Magnum, some of the other target calibers are gone, just like all the 5.56 ammunition, 9mm, and everything else. So I had to buy a powder that I've never used before. I had to get reloader number 19, and I've loaded up some test ammunition, and I've got the chronograph set up here. So I'm going to give this stuff a whirl and see what kind of accuracy I'm getting out of it. The bullet is still the same one that I've always used, the 168 grain Sierra Match King. So in a couple of minutes here, I'm going to send some rounds down range, and when I get enough information to make it interesting, I'll turn the camera back on, and we'll see just how the rifle's performing. Okay, first 5 shots are downrange. I'm going to take a walk down and see what the group looks like, and I'll turn the camera on when I get down there. Velocity on those is running right about 2,400 feet per second, so it's a little on the low side. But this is my very beginning load with the reloader 19, and it is 52.2 grains. Okay, here's that very first 5-shot group. This was shot number 1 right here. This is 2 and 3 touching here, and this is 4 and 5 down here. A little over a minute of angle, probably a minute and a quarter. Not too shabby. You have to keep in mind this is a 100-year-old rifle design. None of the modern accuracy enhancement, no free-floated barrel, no bedding job, none of that stuff. And a 2.5 power scope on top of there. So that being the case, if I came up about a minute and a half, which would be 3 clicks on that scope, and right maybe 1, that would be a really nice group, all in the 10 ring. So not looking too bad. I'll shoot out the next 5 of those, and then I'll go to my next higher level. Okay gang, after shooting all of my experimental ammunition, I'm not sure I've found just the right load yet. This one was the first one I shot. These are 10-shot groups, by the way. Everything's in the 9, 10, and X ring, but it's scattered out quite a bit there. This was 52.2 grains of Reloader 19. This was my next step up. This was the best group of all. Everything is 10s and X's pretty much. There might be one of them that made it out into the 9 ring there. And some of this is me. This is an absolutely dismal day that I'm out here shooting. And I'm not really trying to dial the sights in. I'm shooting more for groups. This one was 52.7 grains of Reloader 19. Not bad. The only thing that concerns me about this is this was still running down around 2,500 feet per second. I'm a little worried about how much velocity this one's going to lose out to 600 yards. This one was 53.5 grains of Reloader 19. The two that are down here by themselves, I actually lowered my point of aim for my last couple of shots because it was starting to get kind of hard to see where they were hitting up here through the spotting scope. Still, that's 8 shots there, and it's a little more scattered around than I like. This one's probably the most promising. This one is 54.2 grains. Decent looking group. This one out here in the 9 ring, I saw the sights move on that one. I called that one as a flyer at 9 o'clock. That's probably got the most promise of any of them, but still the velocity is running just a smidge on the low side. We're down about 2550 here. I wouldn't mind seeing that up probably another 100 feet per second faster, just for the trajectory out at 600 yards. That's probably the one I'm going to start to work with, though. I might bump this up the next notch to what we have in the reloading manual. This is still only the mid-range for Reloader 19. I'm not getting anywhere near max loads on it. So I might bump it up a little bit more and see if I can increase that velocity without losing any of the accuracy on it. Anyway, hope you liked the video. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.